Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. My name is Peter Heenan, and as Chair of Southern Institute of Technology, it is my pleasure to welcome you here to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. May I introduce and warmly welcome our distinguished guests, Mayor Tim Shadbolt, SIT CEO Penny Simmons, Kaupapa Te Ao Manager Te Ao Marama Dean Wanga, guest speaker Scott O'Donnell, SIT staff and fellow council members. Most importantly, welcome to our graduates and their guests as we come together to celebrate the success of our students graduating from their chosen courses. Before we get started, some housekeeping. Exits are clearly marked where you come in. In the event of emergency, please take the closest exit to leave the building, and the toilets are located in the foyer. And finally, please ensure your cell phone is off or in silent mode. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. SIT is a proud Southland-based education institution that provides and encourages student participation in a range of quality learning opportunities and services. SIT has strong links within our Southland community. I would like to acknowledge the Southland business community, where SIT has a genuine working relationship. This allows us to determine the trading needs of our students that in turn meet the needs of the businesses and community in which we live. I would also like to acknowledge the students who attend SIT from overseas and outside our province, who provide diversity and vibrancy to our campus and wider community. This is the second certificate graduation ceremony to be held in 2018, the first taking place in August. We are delighted to be here to celebrate the successful program completion for graduates who have studied towards certificate level qualifications in trades, automotive, construction, engineering, electrical, hairdressing, health sciences, pre-entry to nursing, arts, music, cookery, animal care science, and small business. Congratulations to all those graduating today. You are graduating in a time where unemployment is already low and there are many opportunities for jobs in the South. New projects such as the opening of the 4th potline at NZAS, the new ILT hotel, the inner city upgrade, the new SIT Creative Centre, the new hospital in Dunedin, all will create even more jobs that will require your skills either directly or indirectly. So you are graduating in good times. Be proud of what you have achieved and confidently use your qualification and your skills to benefit yourself and others in the wider community. In a world of rapid change, you will be better equipped to meet challenges and take opportunities. I urge you to be a student for life, adapt your knowledge and continuously add to the skills you have graduated with. Be ready to cope with change. As you follow your chosen careers, take the opportunity to make the most of what you have learned and achieved. As an alumni of SIT, don't be a stranger to new opportunities as they present for future study. Congratulations again, and thank you for choosing SIT to complete your studies. It is now my pleasure to invite Dean Whangana to say a karakahi. Dean, please.
Tēnā koe, Peter. Ka tika te tuatai mihi atu ki a koutou, he tautoko te kōrero ki a koutou e tēnei wā ki a whai hua, whai tika, whai pono mō te huarahi mui a koutou. Nā reira, ki a kaha, ki a maia, ki a manawa nui. Ka tika hoki ki a mihi atu ki ngā raurangatira mā ki rungi tēnei paipai, te kai whakahaere o te wānanga murihuki tēnei wā, ka mihi atu ki a koe Penny. Huri ki tō tātou rangatira o tēnei taone, ka te Mayor Tim Shadwell, ka te mihi atu ki a koe hoki. Te reira, e tū ana hau ki rungi te whakaiti, ki a tīmata tō tātou hui, ki rungi te kōrero, ki rungi te rangi māre o tō tātou atua. Ana reira, ka huri o whakaro ki te inue tīmatanga o te hui nei. E i o te mātua, nau te tīmatanga me te otinga, kei roto koe ia hau e ngā wā katoa, kia tūtangata ai ki rungi a papatūnuku. Ko rangi kei runga atu, tiaki nā e koe ia mātou e ngā wā katoa, kia horohea tō wairua kia whānui, ki roto e tēnā ki tēnei, te whare wānanga, tūturu e rongo, whakairi aki ki runga whakamaua kia tēnā, haume e hui e tāiki e. Reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Thank you, Dean. It is now my pleasure to ask our new SIT Honorary Fellow, His Worship Mayor Tim Shadwell, to provide an Invercargill welcome to our city.
Kia ora, greetings and a welcome to all those who are graduating tonight, and of course to your family and friends who have gathered here today to congratulate you and make you feel what a great achievement you have reached tonight. I know some people just dismiss it as a meal ticket, but it's a lot more than that. It'll have an effect on your whole life. Good on you. Usually I've been doing a sort of spoon dance, but I've decided not to do it tonight because so many of you have turned up to both celebrations. But I like performing. And for me, the highlight of my life wasn't education so much. It was being in Dancing with the Stars. I never thought when TVNZ rang me up and said, oh, there's a new program, it's ballroom dancing, you'll love it. I said, oh, no, I don't think so. It's not my thing. And they said, oh, yes, but, you know, think of the impact it'll have. And, oh, well, I got raked in and unbelievably got third in my position and raised 67,000 for MS. And so, of course, TVNZ were delighted and they said, oh, we've got another program, it'll be just perfect for you, Mayor Tim. It involves an overseas trip. I said, oh, that's more like it. Now you're talking turkey. What am I doing? They said, oh, we're sending you to Borneo. I said, Borneo? What on earth am I meant to do in Borneo? They said, oh, you'll be a hero. We've got you climbing Mount Kinabalu. It's the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. You'll be a hero. And I thought, oh yeah, how many corporate dinners have I had in the last 30 years since I've been a mayor? I'll never climb the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. But no, I actually managed to do it. I couldn't believe it. And then I discovered it wasn't actually climbing the mountain that was the challenge. The challenge was when you finish climbing the mountain, they send you into these huts in the middle of the jungle to experience life, what it's like, the real living tribute to Borneo. And I was a bit nervous, as you can imagine, because President Bush had just declared Desert Storm 3, and they were all Muslim villages, and no one spoke English. So when I wanted to go to the toilet, I had to sort of rub my tummy and do a little pantomime and then rub my bottom, and they all pointed to the door, and I thought, oh, at least they understand sign language, what a relief. But then looked around and absolutely nothing, just this long porch. And so I sort of thought, oh, I'll have to go back inside and do that pantomime all over again. But no, I'd find just in time, I spotted a little hole about 6 inches round that had been cut in the floorboards. But as soon as I dropped my trowel, about 30 chooks came running out of the bush, looking really excited. Oh man, was I feeling disturbed or shattered. I walked back into that little hut with the psychic nightmare still reeling in my mind, and it was dinner time, and the only thing on the menu was chicken and rice. I'm sure you'll have a much better time in your life. And we like to celebrate living with humour, and people say, yeah, but Tim, look, you've faced tragedy, poor Ewan Gilmore, Jeff Murphy this week, and how do you cope with that? How can you just be happy all the time? And to me, there's humour everywhere in life, and I hope you'll take a little bit from your learning here. And I know when Ewan Gilmore, because I really got on well with him because he was a counsellor as well as being a comedian, and he said to his best mate, look, I know I'm not going to last long. My old man died at 50, but I don't want my funeral to be a morbid affair. I want it to be a celebration of my life. So here's an envelope, and I want this read out at the start of my funeral. So as soon as I heard he died, I rushed up to Port Waikato, and there was a little hall with about 30 Harleys outside it. And his best mate got up on the podium and ceremoniously unravelled this envelope. And I know you're not meant to joke about funerals, but just go with me on this, okay? Unfolded his envelope and went, knock, knock. Well, not bloody me, that's for sure. Have a good life, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Tim, and it's always intriguing to hear your stories. It was a pleasure this year at our last graduation ceremony that we were able to award Mayor Tim our honorary fellowship, and Mayor Tim is truly a stalwart for SIT in Southland, and we thank you for that. It's now my pleasure to call on our guest speaker, Scott O'Donnell. Scott is the chair of HWCP Management Group Limited, the company responsible for the inner city development, the chair of Blue Sky Meats, the CEO of HWR Property, and a director of HW Richardson Group. In addition to this, his involvement in these companies, he has been instrumental in conjunction with Calvary Rest Home for the planned establishment of a new specialised dementia facility in Invercargill, where the old Hawthorndale school site on Tay Street has been purchased for this development. Scott is a big picture guy who needs things done yesterday. He is passionate about Invercargill and Southland, and particularly seeing it develop, grow and remain a great place to live. Please welcome Scott O'Donnell.
Great, thank you, Pete. Put it up one. Oh, right. Can you hear me okay? Fine. Well, thank you, Pete. Thank you for that warm welcome. Peter is correct. I've got the patience of 0. And Pete had the pleasure of seeing a bit of that because he worked for me for about 8 or 9 years as CFO when I was Managing Director of HWR. But I'd like to get things done, and that's what we're really talking about today, is getting things done. But before we start into it, look, for all those who are graduating today, well done. That's one of the great turning points in your life, is to get something on the wall. It's a certificate of education. And for the proud parents, supporters in the back row, I know how proud you feel. I was lucky to have my second son graduate from Otago yesterday, so I saw him get capped and get a certificate and move on to the next stage of his life. So it's a great situation, a great turning point in your life. But look, what we want to talk about, let's talk about the CBD. I want to talk about the dementia home, talk about cars and engineering, another one of my passions, and also hopefully summarise the discussion with some learnings you can take away. So the CBD, you've probably read a bit about that in the paper. You'll hear certain things in the environment. So why are we rushing around trying to rebuild the CBD? For simple reasons, because it's buggered. It's that simple. We haven't reinvested in our core part of our asset. It's full of old buildings, even though I like old buildings restored. Ones have got holes in the roof and they're full of pigeons that aren't that good. So it's time for Invercargill to make a real sort of move. It's time to regenerate itself. So hence, as part of the SWORD strategy, which is the Southland Regional Strategy, one of the great things to do was try and rebuild the CBD. So a few of us thought that was a good idea, and we've really taken it to heart and tried to move it on. So we've bought the land, we've got plans, we've got most of the finance in place. We pretty much just need to get resource consent when the planning meeting's in March next year, and hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years you'll see a really big change from Invercargill. It's something I'm looking forward to. I moved back to Invercargill in 1995 after the death of my brother-in-law who was running the business. Invercargill wasn't in good heart. It was pretty dowdy. It needed a bit of life kicked back into it. And here we are, kind of 23 years later, not too much further ahead. So it's important we really go and make a change. Because as we move through our lives, the key things are about not much what we've done, what we've left behind that's worthwhile, and hopefully the group that are involved in the CBD will leave a legacy behind that's good for the next generations. But what does that mean to those people today of actually sitting here graduating? So if you're in the building trades, it means a lot. There's roughly $250 million to be spent inside that one block. For every $1 you spend on construction, roughly 40 cents is labour to go and actually do the trades, building, engineering, electricity, you name it. So there's going to be huge demand for those trades in Invercargill in the next 3 to 5 years. And that's without the ILT new hotel, what's happening with the Kmart site. And then with all that action going in town, we obviously need more housing. So opportunity, I think, is all around us. It's important that we get ourselves set up and ready to go. And as I said before, hopefully the next 3 to 5 years are going to be very endurable and hard times. Well, hard times meaning lots of work to be done for Invercargill. Dementia care. You might have read in the paper again why we got involved in that. Sadly, my father passed away of dementia about 2 years ago. He went through 3 different rest homes in Invercargill. And all those rest homes were trying their best to provide the best care they could. Absolutely no concerns about the efforts that the staff put in. But simply the structures, the buildings that were there just simply weren't appropriate for his care. When he went to the first rest home, he was reasonably immobile. When he became healthier again, he could move. He couldn't stay in that rest home because there was no security. And as you probably know, with dementia, you're not quite aware of what you're up to. You tend to wander a lot. So he went to the next rest home, which was a very secure environment, which means you're behind a locked door 24 hours a day. But sadly, after some months there and his health started failing even more and he was bedridden, he couldn't stay in that rest home. He had to go somewhere else that had all the mechanicals to get beside the bed to move you around. So we've decided to try and get together with Calvary and do something called a De Hogway style of rest home. Now, De Hogway is a Dutch system where rather than kind of, without being rude, you live in an organised prison, which kind of rest homes are, you actually live in a house with other people. It's a normal house. It's got bedrooms, it's got living rooms, toilets, and you live in that house till the end of your naturals. But the house is designed so you actually are part of a community. You're not just an individual living in a little bedroom in a whole row of bedrooms. You spend a lot of time with the other people. If you want to cook, you cook. If you want to go gardening, you garden. So we think that opens the door of a much better finish to life. And again, from an SIT point of view, you've got one of the best nursing schools in the country. It's a great chance for SIT to be involved, to look at new forms of healthcare, how they can develop programs that can provide the caregivers and nurses we need to go and deal with that. One of my great loves is cars. Bit of a fanatic, been racing cars for a long time, really get involved in cars. And I'd really love to see Invercargill become an absolute home for automotive when it comes to training, engineering, motor racing, all those things. We've got a passion of the people of Invercargill. Pretty much they all love automotive. It's a business I'm involved in, trucks, diggers, whatever you want to call it, it's automotive. But I think there's a huge amount of passion in the town to do something special. We have one of the best tracks in the world in Teretonga. We have a great education institute, being SIT, to go and train people when it comes to mechanical, engineering. But now the world's about data, what vehicles are doing with the information on board, how we deal with that information. Great opportunities. I'd love to see Invercargill become New Zealand's leading institute of automotive excellence. So look, with all those things going on, what's my advice? Well, we hope to get 10,000 new people into South in the next short period of time, and that means there's big pressure on housing. So my first word of advice is go and get a house. They're going to go up in price, I believe. I'm no believer of the future or no control of the future, and those who've got some building skills, go and build one. I mean, I'm sure you can go and get a kit set from a housing company. Go and prove your labour skills. But what else can you take away as you embark on a new life? Work hard. Take every opportunity. Don't say no, say yes, and then work out how to do it. And success is about working under, working with, and trying to lead people. All successful people are part of a great team. It's not an individual situation. Travel locally, travel the world, and soon space could be an option. The things you'll see and the people you'll meet will provide learnings as good as any training school you'll ever see. But also at the same time, grab any chance you can to train or learn new skills. You never know when you'll need them. I went back to school at 45 years of age. I went through Otago University and spent 25 years working, and went back to an American college and really polarised my thinking. It was probably one of the greatest, I suppose, learnings. It was about myself, about where my shortcomings were, and what I needed to do to move my life forward, and also the business. And the end result from that training was that I actually worked out I'd actually worked a little bit long on that job, and I resigned from that job a year later. But it was the right thing for me and the right thing for the business. And apart from that, outside your work, ensure you've got outside interests. Everybody needs a chance to escape, a chance to go and do something they're very, very passionate about. Sometimes that can be the job you're in or the work you enjoy, but it's important to have other things outside your roles. So look, I'm impressed you're all graduating. I hope you go and have a very enjoyable and great lives. And for your supporters and family, it's great to see people achieving things. Thanks for your time and enjoy.
Thank you, Scott, and it's certainly a pleasure to watch all the developments that are coming on in the city and in South, and we look forward to the inner city development with pride. I'd now like to call on Doug Rogers, Head of Faculty of Trades and Technology, to provide an introduction to the faculty. Doug.
Kia ora tātou. Me Tim Sherbolt, Mr Chair, students, family, whānau, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the certificate recipients from the Faculty of Trades and Technology for 2018. The Faculty of Trades and Technology offers certificate level teaching in business administration, tourism and travel, floristry, veterinary nursing, hairdressing, construction, beauty therapy, joinery, mechanical engineering, road transport, electrical engineering and automotive engineering. I now ask Program Operations Managers Fiona Forrest, Luke Mason and Russell Finley to come forward and announce the names of the certificate recipients, and I call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates.
I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Animal Care. The recipients are Soleil Fletcher, Tanya Fraser, Jordan Jackson, Amber McLean-Kidd, Alana McMath, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Business Administration and Technology Level 3. The recipients are Corey Cunningham, Nikki Goff, Shannon Hendren, Bex Whitcomb, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Floristry Level 3. The recipients are Stacey Allen, Stacey Bradley, Nick Bronald, Robina Johnson, Esther O'Callaghan Reeves, Rose Rind, Janine Sinclair, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Hairdressing, Emerging Stylist Level 4. The recipients are Wendy Nanty, Nikita Pawiwi Coburn, Savannah Renton Salmons, Claudia Rogers, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Hairdressing, Salon Support Level 3. The recipients are Lee Borlaise, Janie Kerr, Sam McFarlane, Chloe Reese, Sophie Squires, Tegan Thompson, I'm pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Travel Level 3. The recipients are Nikita Cummings, Siobhan Moore, Caitlin Shanks, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Animal Technology, Rural Animal Technician, Strand Level 5. The recipients are Sarah Dermody, Emily Doherty, Ryan Edgley, Brooke Malcolm, Tony McMillan, Hannah Simpson, I am pleased to announce the certificate recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Animal Technology, Veterinary Nurse Assistant Strand, Level 5. The recipients are Emma Bradney, Brianna Clark, Zoe Erb, McKeely Finlay, Anthony Gonzaga, Brooke Hargest, Jennifer Lowther, Shori McGowan,
I am pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Automotive Engineering, Heavy Program, Level 3. Liam Kelly. Jack Simmons. I am pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Automotive Engineering Light Program Level 3. The recipients are Joshua Cooper, Taylor Davis, Connor Ramsey, Ryan Wilkinson, I am pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Electrical Engineering Theory, Level 3. Dion Bailey, Samara Bennett-Young, Claire Hickaway, AJ Matheson, Christian Nepal, Angelo Obis. Jack Osterbrook. Casey Thomas. I am pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Mechanical Engineering, Level 3. The recipients are Jordan McManus, Dylan Miller, Kiriyama Tokana, Michael Wilson,
I am pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Construction Trade Skills, Carpentry Strand, Level 3. Jeremy Bauer. Vijay Delamula. Sheena Edge. Benjamin Eustace. Nisha Gillen. Regan Kahakura. Sione Kafanonga. Alan McLean. Nick Minlove. Lachlan Scott. Marika Tara Tempton. And from our Queenstown campus, Alexei Popov. I'm pleased to announce the recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Construction Trade Skills, Joinery Strand, Level 3. Josh Aitken. Caben Dickey. Connor Jackson. Levi Lee. Luke McDonald.
Thank you, Fiona, Luke and Russell, and congratulations to all certificate recipients. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of Trades and Technology. Kia ora.
Thank you, Doug, and faculty members. I'd now like to call on Head of Faculty Marie Howden for Health, Humanities, Computing to provide an introduction to the faculty. Thank you.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to Mayor Tim Shadbolt, distinguished guests, certificate recipients, family, whānau, friends and staff. This faculty offers programs in sport and exercise, massage, nursing and allied health, Te Reo Māori, Information Technology and Environmental Management. Successful graduates from the New Zealand Certificate in Health and Wellbeing, Social and Community Services, with strands in either social services or mental health addiction and support, may steer case into the New Zealand Diploma in Health and Wellbeing, Practice Applied Practice. Graduates of the New Zealand Certificate in Study and Career Preparation, Health and Wellness, may study nursing, massage or sport and exercise degrees. We also offer the postgraduate diploma in Health Science and Master of Applied Health Sciences, Wellness and Rehabilitation. Sport and Fitness Certificate graduates may steer case into the Diploma in Sport and Recreation and onto the Bachelor of Sport and Exercise. We also have New Zealand diplomas in a Bachelor of, Postgraduate and Master Studies in Information Technology. I will now ask the following program managers to come forward and announce the names of the award recipients. Jess Domigan, School of Nursing, and Merle Peterson, School of Social and Environmental Studies, and I call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates.
I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Study and Career Preparation, Health and Wellness. The recipients are Gimo Alcala, Sian Anderson, Richard Davies, Tony Davey, Hayley Flutie, Nicole Renton, Jenna Shuttleworth, Joanne Tekinkaya, Congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Study and Career Preparation, Health and Wellness Award recipients.
I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Health and Wellbeing, Social and Community Services. Cherie Botlick, Anna Brown, Michelle Colvin, Natasha McCliskey, Jana Prangnau, Caroline Dupree, David Grigg, Tiffany Jenkins, Simone Spriggs, congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Health and Wellbeing, Social and Community Services Level 4 with strands in Social Services, or Mental Health Addiction and Support Award recipients.
Thank you to the program managers and congratulations to the Certificate Award recipients. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of Health, Humanities and Computing.
Thank you, Marie and faculty members. I'd now like to call on Terry McCann, Head of Faculty SIT to Learn, to provide an introduction to the faculty.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good evening. Sit to Learn is SIT's specialised flexible learning and delivery faculty. We have over 5,000 students from around the globe and offer over 60 qualifications from foundation through to master's level, including over 20 qualifications at certificate level in areas such as health, humanities, business, trades, and creative media. I now ask program managers Warren Smith and Steve Wohler to come forward and announce the award recipients, and I call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award the certificates.
I'm pleased to announce the award recipients for the Trades, Health, and Humanities Sit to Learn certificate programs. I call on Penny Simmons to award the certificates. The recipient for the New Zealand Certificate in Animal Care Companion Animal is Amanda Bell. The recipient for the New Zealand Certificate in Animal Care Lifestyle Block is Elaine Van Steeden. The recipient for the Certificate in Health Sciences Pre-Entry is Jolene Jones. The recipients for the Certificate in Health Sciences Intermediate are Manjalika Ratnayaka Mudien Selage.
Kia ora koutou. I am pleased to announce the award recipients for the Creative Media and Education Sit to Learn certificate programs. The recipients for the Certificate in Interior Decor are Georgia Broad, Nicola Hansen, Sarah Spray, the recipients for the National Certificate in Adult Education and Training are Katrina Marie Shepherd, and Melissa Shuttleworth. Congratulations to all the Sit to Learn Certificate Award recipients.
That concludes the certificate award recipients for Sit to Learn. Congratulations to all recipients.
Thank you, Terry, and faculty members. I'd now like to call on Hamish Small, Head of Faculty, New Media Arts and Business, to provide an introduction to the faculty.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening and welcome to me, Tim, Mr. Chair, invited guests, certificate recipients, family, whānau, friends and staff of SIT. New Media Arts and Business faculty offers a number of certificate programs in creative arts, digital media and design, business, audio production, music, fashion and hospitality. I now ask Program Operations Manager Belinda Shuttleworth and Tutor Carla Brotherston to come forward and announce the names of the certificate award recipients. And I would also like to call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to award these certificates.
Good evening. I am pleased to announce the award recipient for the School of Hospitality's New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 3 in Invercargill. The recipient is Mitchell Leask. Congratulations to all the New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 3 award recipients. New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 4 2018 in Invercargill. The recipients are Stefan Sittenjak, Cleo Giovanni, congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 4 recipients. New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 4 2018 Queenstown. The recipients are Paraminda Bedi, Wu Shi Wu, congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Cookery Level 4 Queenstown recipients. New Zealand Certificate in Food and Beverage Service Level 3. The recipients are Rebecca Davidson, Courtney McDonald, Calvin Watson. Congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Food and Beverage Service Level 3 recipients.
Good evening. I'm pleased to announce the award recipients for the School of Visual and Screen Arts and the School of Music, New Zealand Certificate in Creativity Level 4. The recipients are Rebecca Ackerstein, Jessica Bode, Serena Fa'alongo, Danielle Hewlett, Mary Kelly, Jordan Wilson, congratulations to the New Zealand Certificate in Creativity Level 4 recipients. I'm pleased to announce the award recipients for the New Zealand Certificate in Foundation Skills Level 2 Music and Music Technology. The recipients are Sean Adhern, JD Bennett, Tom Tua Tahi Ornay, Congratulations to the award recipients for the School of Visual, Screen Arts and School of Music. The New Zealand Certificate in Business, School Business, Level 4. The recipients are Donnell Bowser. Daniel Suwasavat. Congratulations to the School of Business award recipients.
Thank you, Carla and Belinda, and congratulations to all the certificate award recipients. This concludes the awards for the Faculty of New Media Arts. Kia ora.
Thank you, Hamish and faculty members. It's now my pleasure to call on Chief Executive Penny Simmons to deliver her address.
Thank you, Peter. Ngā mihi nui, kia koutou katoa, nau mai, haere mai. Distinguished guests, including our Mayor and SIT Honorary Fellow, our good friend Dean Whanga, and our guest speaker Scott O'Donnell, ladies and gentlemen, friends and whānau, and most importantly, our graduates. Warm greetings and thank you for attending this graduation. Graduation ceremonies are the most important and enjoyable highlight in our SIT academic year. They bring proud moments for friends and family, but graduation is also a proud occasion for those of us at SIT who have watched you progress through your qualification. And the wider Southland community, represented by our famous Mayor, are also pleased to share in your celebration of success. So congratulations to everyone who has crossed the stage this evening, and well done on your achievement. Graduation is a great milestone for you, and most of you will have worked extremely hard to get to this point. Having graduated with a tertiary qualification, you are now in a position where you are likely to attain better social and economic outcomes throughout your life than those who have not graduated. You are also likely to secure employment more readily, have better stability of employment, and earn more. You are simply reaping the benefits of your hard work. Some of you are already employed here in the South, and others are making choices about where to look for employment. As both our Chair Peter and our guest speaker Scott have alluded to, the southern region is on the cusp of a construction and industry boom that has never been seen here before. This is within the context of a very tight housing market in Southland and the seemingly insatiable growth of tourism in the Lakes District. We also have in front of us the new hospital build in Dunedin from 2021 to 2025 at $1.4 billion. That's a lot of zeros, and to put it in context, that's a spend of around $23 million per month, month after month, for 5 years in a row. We also have the Invercargill CBD upgrade that Scott talked about that will cost somewhere between $200 and $250 million over 2019 to 2023. The Invercargill Licensing Trust Hotel build of $40 million over 2019 and 2020, and SIT's Creative Centre of $15 million spend over 2019 and 2020. And then, of course, we've had the restart of the 4th potline at TY Smelter that was celebrated last week, which created around 90 new jobs. And you might wonder how this will impact on you with the qualifications that you have achieved. And again, as Scott said, obviously anything closely associated with the construction industry will be in demand. Carpentry, joinery, engineering, electrical, plumbing and gas fitting. But this boom in commercial activity will ripple out further into the support services in health, business, IT, recreation, hospitality and entertainment. So while your qualification may not obviously at first glance seem connected to the construction or infrastructure industries, it is almost certain that the increased economic activity will expand out into the broader industries that you have qualified in. Unemployment in the first quarter of 2018 in Southland was 2.9%, one of the lowest in the country, and Lakes District unemployment is negligible. So it is a very good time to be graduating in the South with the skills and the qualifications that you have. But unfortunately, it is well forecasted that all of you will not be enough to satisfy the demands of this increased activity. We need to increase the number of New Zealand students entering study and graduating at SIT, and we also need to attract additional people from outside New Zealand. SIT delivered education and training to over 5,000 equivalent full-time students in 2018. That was made up of over 13,000 individuals studying either full-time or part-time. We delivered programs for qualifications from Level 2 foundation certificates through to Level 9 master's degrees and everything in between. We offer over 160 different programs and we have almost 1,000 international students. Our delivery is from multiple campuses throughout New Zealand and overseas, as well as via distance and blended delivery. This makes us one of the largest of the 16 institutes of technology and polytechnics in New Zealand. We are academically sound and financially successful within a sector that is increasingly being challenged. Our size and success enables us to partner with and contribute to a greater good in our community and for our graduates. That is why we have been able to purchase the historically important St. John's Church on Tay Street. Our plans are to earthquake strengthen it, demolish the hall, and build a 3-storey facility for our creative industries programs, joining the old and the new with a triple-height glass atrium, adding a cafe and workspaces for our postgraduate and creative industries graduates to form a hub for learning, exhibiting, performing, and networking within the creative industries. While not as visible as the construction, tourism, and primary sector industries in Southland, the creative industries of animation, gaming, film, and moving imagery are gaining momentum and deserve a central focus in our city. Technology enables Southland to nurture thriving creative industries. So today, you graduate from the Southern Institute of Technology. Your learning has been through applied vocational education and training integrated with industry to ensure you are equipped with the skills and the knowledge needed for the workforce. And I proudly say that that is our focus because being in meaningful employment is incredibly important to each of us individually and to our families, but it is also incredibly important to our society, our communities, and our economy. You have been a student of SIT, you are now a graduate of SIT, and will become SIT alumni. We are proud of you, and we hope you advocate proudly for SIT. And please remember to tell your friends and whānau if they are eligible for the government's fees-free scheme. SIT will be continuing to offer in 2019 Mayor Tim Shadbolt accommodation bursaries to students studying at SIT's Invercargill campus. But to our graduates, this is your evening. Congratulations on achieving this important milestone, your graduation. We wish you well in all your future career and life endeavours. Well done. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I have one final very pleasant duty. Earlier today we were given a $50 meal voucher from the kiln, and it has to be used by next Friday, the 21st of December. It's in recognition of the inconvenience to us of closing the street for our campus for the kiln party. So I thought this really should go to one of our graduates this evening, and I asked our solicitor, who is a Justice of the Peace, to draw out the name of one of our graduates. And I'm pleased to say the $50 meal voucher for the kiln goes to a New Zealand Certificate in Floristry graduate, Stacey Bradley. Stacey, are you able to come up? Congratulations. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Penny, and congratulations, Stacey. Thank you very much, Penny, for your address. And on behalf of Council, I would like to acknowledge the great work Penny and her team have done this year at SIT in what has been quite a challenging year with the government review of the ITP sector. And I think despite the level of uncertainty going forward next year and into the future, we're really confident that SIT under Penny's management will be well placed to meet any challenges and opportunities that present in the coming years. In closing the ceremony, I'd just like to congratulate all of the recipients here tonight, thank their families and friends for joining us in those celebrations, and just remembering that where the cup is half full, and what Scott said before about where there's an opportunity that comes up, just do it and work out how to make it happen. So congratulations again, and thank you for attending. I'd like to thank our guest speaker, Scott, His Worship Mayor Tim Shadbolt, Dean Wanga, and distinguished guests. Now I'd like, just in closing, just to explain some housekeeping items for the audience. We'll now proceed to the supper in the community court area over here. The official party and staff will commence a procession followed by the graduates. The official party will form a guard of honour for graduates as they leave the stadium, and if guests could follow to the community courts following that. And please note that there is a photographer will be available for more photographs, and that photographs already taken during the ceremony will be on display in the court area. Following supper, regalia can be returned in the stadium foyer. So please now stand and applaud our graduates and the official party as we move from the stage. Thank you.